Hello friends, today in this tutorial we will be building a web application where we will be using Python Selenium for web scraping purposes. We will be finding the spouse, husband, wife finder kind of application where you will enter the celebrity name here on simply on Google. Let me enter this Virat Kohli name here inside, and after that you will just add this keyword which is spouse here, and if you just enter this it will tell you the spouse name of this celebrity. So we will be scraping this value here which will be right here, and we will be displaying it inside a table like structure. So you can change the celebrity name to any celebrity. Let me change this to this one. So now you can see that it will change to like this. So we will simply scrape this value right here which is available like this. So we will copy paste the x path of the variable like this. So we will try to do like this. You can change this to any, let's suppose like this. So this will have this value here. So we will try to scrape this value which is there. Just inspect element, and now you will see this. You will just copy paste the x path here like this. So here you can just change any celebrity name here, and you will see this. You can see that the year is also mentioned here. You will see we will also be displaying the year as well. So you can simply copy paste the X path of the year also. So these two information we will be displaying it inside a certain table. So if you are watching it for the very first time, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. And let me just start this. So for doing this, we will need to have Python installed on your machine. So let me close this and start from scratch. So right here inside this we will make a new directory which will be this. We will be going into this directory, and I will be opening this inside Visual Studio Code text editor. So you can just change this to any celebrity which is there. So we can just say here you can see that we can also say here you can take any celebrity out there in the world and you will see this result here. So we will try to scrape this value and display it inside the browser. So for this, first of all, we need to have the script here, outfinder.py, and right here we will need to install Selenium. So right here you need to install Selenium. So you will just write pip install Selenium. So I have already installed it. So after this you need to write this very first line which is from Selenium you need to import the WebDriver, and you also need the system module which is system. After this you also need import keys from Selenium. If you just write on Google, this will give you the what you will need here. So just copy paste this line. This module we will also need. After this we will just write our if name is equal to main. So this is just a Python main function, and here we will call the function which will be spouse founder, and we will pass the system.argv. We will take the input from the command line and we will pass it inside this function here that you are seeing right now. And after that we will define this function, define spouse founder, and this will take the celebrity name right here like this. So inside this function, first of all, we need to initialize the driver. So for doing this, we will simply say driver dot webdriver dot Chrome, because we are using the Chrome browser. And inside this, you need to copy paste the Chrome driver exe executable. So this you can download this from, first of all, you need to check what is my browser, and simply it will tell you this redirect to this website. So I'm using Chrome 99. So now you need to simply say download Chrome driver, and then just go to this website, and simply you need to select the Chrome driver version, which is 99, and just download the zip file. And inside this zip file you will find your driver exe file. So just copy this and move it inside this directory, which is spouse finder here, like this. You can see this is the folder. Let me copy this file here. So now the file is there, chrome driver.exe, in the root directory. So we can pass it simply like this, chrome driver.exe. So after this we can open google.com. So driver.get google.com, and then we can target the input element. So whenever you go to Google, you will find this input field. So we need to write it inside this input field. So we will right click inspect element, copy XPath. So we will simply say driver dot find element by XPath, paste it. So after getting this reference, we can write this inside this. So driver dot, sorry, we need to store this inside a reference. Input is equal to. So now input dot send keys, and here we can send, we can just write system dot argv, or we can pass the celebrity which is coming as an argument here. You will see that. And simply after the space, we will simply write spouse here like this. And then we will press the enter key, which is keys dot enter. That's it. So Saurav is saying hi. So one comment is there. So please hit the like button, Saurav, if you are watching it for the very first time. So here in this tutorial, we are building a web application where it will automatically find out by web scraping. If you type any celebrity name out there, let's suppose I type this celebrity name. If I just write here spouse, and then it will tell you exactly which is a spouse here. This is the name, this is the year of marriage. So I will be printing all this information inside a table like structure. So we are doing it using Python, using web scraping. So we are copy pasting the XPath of this element like this. So we are doing this using this Python script using Selenium. So you will see we are opening google.com, then we are finding the XPath of the input element, and inside this we are writing automatically this dynamically the celebrity name plus spouse. Then we are pressing the enter key. After this, we need to simply get the, we will store the spouse inside this variable. So once again, driver dot find element by XPath. So we need to target this XPath here. So we will right click inspect element, and simply I will copy the XPath and paste it. So right here we need to extract the text. So we will say dot text, and we will say year. So year of marriage we also need to find out. So we will say driver dot find element by XPath. Sorry, this XPath will be different. So if you see here, you will see that if you see, so if you see here, this is the year I want to print out. So if I simply say this, so this is the thing, you can see that we need to simply copy the XPath. So simply we will copy the XPath here and dot text. So now we can print out this information right here just to check out testing purposes. So we will simply say print spouse and print the year of marriage. That's it. So if I want to run this script, we will simply say Python spouse founder dot py, and in double quotes we will say Anushka Shah. This is a celebrity. In double quotes we are saying. If I enter it, you will see it automatically. This will open google.com. It will scrape this information and it will display it right here. You can just do it for another script here. Let's suppose I do it for Sonam Kapoor. So if I write like this, you will see that it will tell you exactly this information. So you don't need to go to Google every time just wanted to see this information. So this will automatically do this for you. So let's suppose I take uh, for some cases the structure will be different, like this you have seen here, but most of the times it will work if the celebrity is so if you just see here, so now we simply need to do this, guys. So display this on the screen. So we can simply, now what we can do is that we can convert this to a JSON object. So we can say info is equal to a empty object, and then we can construct it two properties. First will be spouse, and then this will be equal to spouse, and info the year, which will be equal to the year, and then we will use the json dot dump function. So this will automatically import from this library. So right here at the very top, insert this line, and here we will create, we will just pass info, and then we will give a file name which will be file info, sorry, info.json. So it will create this file in the root directory. Let me now run this once again. So if I run this like this, Priyanka Chopra, so this is the celebrity name. If I enter the script here, it will automatically type this. It will get this information, it will display this, and it will make this info.json. So it will have this object spouse and year. So we will try to display this on the screen in the browser. So this object will change for everything. If I want to change the celebrity to anything, let's suppose I see this under, or I think, let me take a foreign, Martin Guptill. This is New Zealand cricketer. So if I hit this, you will see that this is not valid for India only. It will is worldwide celebrity. You can just say here, you will see. So this is the Python script, guys. So now we will just try to convert this to a Node.js application. So we will initialize the package.json file, npm init-y. Then we will install Express and EJS. And one more thing, if you don't want the every time to the browser to open like this, So if I call this Python script, you will see every time it is opening the browser explicitly. So if you don't want this browser to be opened every time, you can pass the option to it, which is in the background. So there is a Selenium headless option. So there is an option that you can pass here, which is, first of all, you need to add this line at the very top inside this Selenium. We need to import the options. And then when you initialize your driver, simply create a new instance of objects options. After this, you need to initialize the options inside this. So this is the option we need to add, which is options dot add argument, and inside this we will pass the headless argument, which will be dash dash headless. And then you need to pass these options, which is inside the property Chrome options is equal to options. So now if you launch this Python script, it will work in a background mode. It will not open the browser for you. You will see that. So it will get the data and it will close automatically. So instead of Chrome options, it is saying we need to pass options. So once again, if you hit this, run this Python script for any celebrity, let's suppose I pass this as Rvin Cage. So if I pass this, you will see that it will open this, it will get the celebrity spouse and it will close it. It will store this, you will see. Now if you want to make this a web application, just make index.js and import the express module and make a new express app. We need to listen on port number 5000 and simply say that app is listening. So we will say app.get. So when you open the home page, we need to load a template on the screen. So we will simply say response.render and index template we will load. Before that, we need to set the view engine. And also we need to import body parser middleware. So body parser URL encoded inside extended is to false, and body parser JSON. And right here we need to make a views folder. Inside this we will store this file, which is index.ejs. So right here we will make use of Bootstrap. If you don't know Bootstrap, it's a front-end framework. So just type bootstrap cdn, go to w3schools.com and grab only the CSS part, and after the title paste it. So here inside the title we will say spouse finder app. Inside heading we will have a simple form. The action will go to get spouse and the method will be post. And three people are watching the stream, guys, so we are building a spouse finder kind of application. If you are new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. Input, we will give it a class of uh, right here. First of all, we will wrap this inside form group, input type text, and we will give it a name attribute, which will be celebrity like this. And this is required. Name, oh sorry, class, we will give it as form control. So label, we will give it once again, enter the celebrity like this. So once again, we will have form group, we will have a button btn danger, btn block, and here we will say get info. That's it. So this is our form here. If I launch this application, you will see that node index.js. If I open the application, you will see that spouse finder, and you need to enter the celebrity name and to get the info. So now we need to make this post request, which is get spouse. So right here, we will make this post request get spouse. So get spouse request response. And for calling the Python script that we have written here, which will get the actual spouse here, you will see spouse finder. For calling this script, we need to have a executable child process. So inside this executable method, we will call this inside Python spouse finder.py. Then we will pass the inside double quotes, we will pass the celebrity name. So this will be request.body.celebrity. And then this will have the error, standard output, and standard error. All these options it will have. So if any sort of error take place, then we will console log it. In the else block, we will simply say that we need to display the standard output, and we can download the file, or we can just read the JSON file. Let me just say if it is working or not. Let me just run this once again, rerun the application. So if I write here any celebrity name, let me write it Ross Taylor. Click on get info. You will see now this will open this window automatically, or in the background. It will not be shown. And in the standard output, if you see in the info JSON, it has successfully printed out. You will see that. Now we need to read this information. Sudeep Modi is saying here. So please hit the like button, Sudeep Modi, if you're watching it for the very first time. And in order to read that read JSON file in Node.js, so in order to read the JSON file, it is very easy. I think I have saw this code here. Let me saw this. So info.json, and here we will say info, and this will also be a info here, and we will include the file system module, which is a built-in module. So when we load the page for the very first time, this info will object will be empty. Now we will re-render this template passing the information like this. So we will open the template here. After the form here, we will use the bootstrap table classes table.striped table head tag. Inside we will have two headings, which will be first of all actual spouse, and then we will have the year of marriage. Then we have the table body tag, and here we will have the if condition here, just to check if the info object is set. So right here we will have the table row. So we will say that info dot spouse, and after this we will have info dot year. That's it. So that's complete the application, guys. So once again, if I rerun the application, so if I enter the celebrity name and click on get info, this will take some time because it is launching the window in the background. So after getting the data, it will print out this information right here inside this table here, like this. Once again, if you enter mm, if you click get info, oh sorry, some error has taken place. So once again, if you if you write here anything, let's suppose trend bolt, click get info. So you just need to enter the celebrity and then it will tell you the. So in this way, guys, you can just build this simple app inside the Python, Selenium, and Node.js and JavaScript. Let me also give you the source code in the video description. So I will go to my blog post and write this blog post here only. So for this, you will need the Selenium module, and then you will need, let me paste the code. So this is the Python script we are using here. So let me give the source code in the video description, copy the link address and right here paste it. So just go to the video description link to download all the source code. And thanks very much guys for watching this video.